How our identities affect our actions. How a person identifies and defines themselves based on family background, who they are attracted to, or even through their work, their interests, upbringing, or faith, may shape their values, beliefs, and actions. Reflecting on our own identities can help us understand our perception of possible situations of harassment and assault and aid us in developing responses to them. In this section, we'll explore how an individual's identities impact their perceptions and actions, how certain intersecting identities can increase a person's vulnerability to experiencing harm, how our perceptions and beliefs, shaped by our identities and experiences, can influence when and how we intervene. How our identities affect our awareness. Our identities impact our values and beliefs. These values and beliefs, along with our experiences, may also contribute to forming unconscious assumptions. Unconscious assumptions are unconscious attitudes and stereotypes that affect how we perceive and interact with others. We all have unconscious assumptions. The challenge is to recognize when they affect our relationships with others. We may inadvertently and unconsciously use them to gain control or influence in a situation at the expense of someone else. Or we may not recognize how they affect our decision to intervene on behalf of someone who may be in a risky or even dangerous situation. Remember, step 1 of bystander intervention includes building awareness of our surroundings and others' actions so that we're better able to recognize potentially harmful situations. Reflection. The most important awareness is awareness of ourselves, even if it means learning about attitudes and beliefs that we may not feel comfortable with when we first become aware of them. From theory to practice. We've spent some time discussing the importance of providing help when it's needed and developing awareness when you sense a problem, but there's a big difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it. Taking this course will not give you the superpower to swoop in and intervene without fail. You may struggle with doubt and hesitation, or you may make the wrong choice or upset someone. This can even happen to professionals. The best way to prepare is through practice. Up next, we'll provide different scenarios to help you work on your awareness. Practice makes perfect. With practice, you'll have more confidence to do the right thing if you encounter a situation with warning signs that it may escalate to harassment or assault. Taking responsibility can't wait. Leading the healthy majority and creating a safe and healthy community requires that we respect others, even if we disagree, and that we reflect on aspects of our own values and beliefs we may not be proud of. Being an advocate for what's right may not always be the easiest path to take, but it's the path that most of your peers will support and follow. It's also a responsibility that just can't wait. If we don't intervene when we know something's wrong, there's a good chance the situation can get worse. Summary. In this section, you learned how people's identities impact their experiences and perceptions and the importance of intervening when someone is targeted based on their identity. Here are a few takeaways to keep in mind as you move through the course. Individuals are complex. We have multiple identities and experience all facets of our identities simultaneously. Some of our identities may be associated with unconscious assumptions, which influence how we interpret a situation and the behavior of others. When people have underrepresented, intersecting identities, it may make them more vulnerable to sexual misconduct. In the next section, we'll focus on supporting survivors of sexual harassment and assault, especially in personal relationships.